Welcome to the show. This is Ebru, Let's Talk. And in case you just tuned in, yes, we are always here Wednesday through Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it is always the oh so beautiful voices and beautiful ladies on your screens. Trust me, we work very hard to look like this. So you better start thanking us for looking good. I'm joking. Anyway, the number is still 0770-729-366. The hashtag today, because it's a Friday, it's On the Know Friday, where we get to tell you things that you really should readily have awareness of in case you do not, and how to handle a few issues, a few social issues that are happening around us. But in addition to that, we have amazing topics on Hot Talk. It is going to be piping. It is going to be fire flames. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. It is about to be an amazing show. My name is Kathomi. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. It is Furahide, and I'm excited because you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to sleep up to 12 p.m. So don't try and call me anytime between 6 and 12 p.m. But we are excited because you have chosen to watch this show as opposed to going to Masaku and just having booze and just screaming here and there and getting sunburned. So we love you for watching. Our hashtag today is On the Know. And we want you to know that rejection is actually more painful than physical pain. Did you know that? And if you've gone through rejection, this is your show. So please watch this show and kisses to all of you. My name is Lily Asigo.
I love the fact that Lily has completely associated Naivasha with Masaku so much that she's told you you're not supposed to be in Masaku. You also should try not to go to Naivasha is what Lily is telling you in general. Anyway, we have a beautiful lady who's going to be joining us by the name of Nashipai Enesamo. She is a commercial model. She is a beautiful hostess on one of our shows, and she is walking in.
It's Savara says we use bypass.
Use
Are
the
you
bypass?
all going to Vasha? I don't know about you, but you can use the bypass because there's so much traffic on this other end.
Oh, yeah.
My name is Nashipai Enesamo, or you can call me Nash. It's easier because, oh Lord, people can say Nashapai, Nashi, whatever, and it pisses me off. So just call me Nash. I'm excited to be here today. Well, it's actually a dream come true.
Yeah?
Wow.
Yes, it's such an honor. So
Yeah.
let's see what we have.
We are pretty excited to have you on the table. Welcome.
you.
And I know before I even described her fully, y'all just hit me with that music. She is a commercial model, by the way. You have seen her walk it was so graceful. You honestly can't take away anything from it. She is such a beautiful soul, and we are so happy to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's going to be so much fun. Thank you for joining us. So we get right into it. It's time for Hot Talk. What do we have on Hot Talk,
We
madam?
have very hot topics today, so I hope you are ready. Omosh is asking for help again. He is saying that he only received less than 1 million shillings, so we'll get on to that. Our fan is asking Calligraph Jones' wife to up her wardrobe game. Can you imagine? And we also have Wisdom, who lamps back at a hater. All this and more on Hot Talk.
Yes, Omosh. We all saw the story about him coming through and telling us that he's going through a tough time. He's lost money. He hasn't paid his rent for God knows how many months. And people, because we were like, this guy was part of our screens. He was part of our youth. We all loved watching that show that they used to be on, Tahidi High. And we loved it so much, and we loved him as a character. So we felt like it was important for us to chip in and help out where we could. And he gave us a number, and we sent money after he appeared on someone's show. Yeah. Apparently, our man has decided to come back again on another TV show at another interview to claim that some people pledged money and didn't send him the money. So he's waiting for that money. And he also said that apparently he did not, he doesn't have any more money, and he's asking people, to help him with just 4 things: a Nataka, ka tripod, ka camera, na tu lights tuwili. That's all Omosh wants. Na mic. Alafu tumwachilie. That's all he wants. He also continues to say that apparently he can also take jobs to clean up, places, because these are odd jobs, this random odd jobs where he can clean up places, he can set up things, he can do all of that. He is willing and ready to do all of that work. But the question was, how much money did he get at the end of that interview during that time when people came through and asked for, when he came through and asked people to help him, right? Yeah. According to Mr. Jalango, when he was just done with the show, he'd gotten up to 700,000, approximately 700K was sent to Omosh directly. Additionally, we had Alinoa who gave him about 60,000 worth of food and also gave him cash of 100,000, as you can see there. Additionally, this man was given a house by Zero Hero Property Limited. They gave him property, and then Sung Timber One decided to build a house for him. And according to him, he actually says that the house is almost being completed. The construction of the house is almost done. But so that's the question for me. How are you asking people to give you more money? First of all, why do we need money? Most important basic needs. We want housing, we want food, we want what else? Just the basics and clothing. Clearly he's well clothed, yeah? Clearly his house is being finished, so he has shelter. And he was given so much food and money. What else does he want? He could have set apart some of this money. Honestly, I feel so bad because he could have taken advantage of the money that he was given to buy these exact things that he's asking for now. And I'm 100% sure he would have been making some sustainable income from those things, if at all he is planning on using them. So I'm feeling so bad because I feel like this is going to be a bad stance that he set for celebrities asking for money. You know, the next time another celebrity asks for money, we'll all just go refer to Omosh. We sent him money, he did nothing. I don't know. He just made me very angry about how he and God, he sounds so entitled as well. Ati, isn't a pledge? Me, I'm done with Omosh.
Do you know, we tell God, God, if you forgive me this time, I will never repeat that mistake again. I will never. Now this is what, this is exactly what happened with Omosh. Omosh went on live television. Imagine, Aleka Igo, and went on live television to ask for help. Musaada. But what did he do? You know, you're like, hey, God, if you just give me 10,000 shillings, I'm going to do ABC. He got a little less than 1 million shillings, according to him. But what did he do with that money? I'm just wondering. And 1 million shillings is a lot of money. And hey, Jalango could not have any of that. He said, wacha hiyo, ulipewa 700K, ulichangiwa kwa hii show 700K and something. And also we have someone who gave you 100,000 and shopping worth 60K. Like, what are you saying? So the problem is, he never specified and said, you know, Kathomi said that she's going to give me 1 million shillings and Lily said she's going to give me 1,200K and they did not give me. He just went on to say, by the way, I never received the pledges. I just got less than 1,000 shillings. So the people who actually contributed, obviously, watasikia vibaya, they'll be like, what are you trying to say? And nilikutumia pesa. Entitlement nayo, it's not fair. For me, I believe if you ask guys for help, mtu akutumia hata 1,000. Niko sure kuna watu walituma hata 100 bob on the phone. So kindly, please, just hey. And I'm also not sure if he went on rehab. Because he kind of had a
because he had a drinking problem, according to what was the speculations, at least.
Yeah, so I feel like we need to deal with one problem at a time. Or maybe have someone else in the family take care of the money that he's going to get. Because I'm sure guys are still going to send him some money. His true friends will send him money still. And I don't know, sometimes it's good. When people say handouts are not good, it makes a lot of sense. Okay. When you give someone money without a plan, then this is exactly what's going to happen. So if you want to help him still, ako hapo, follow him on social media, angalia if he has a pay bill or something, help him, but just think, are you helping him or making matters worse? So, because if you receive 1 million Kenya shillings, you can do a lot with that money. A lot. Utarudi tena social media asking for more. Because now he's saying, all I need is just ABC. Yeah. Probably they cost around 250K.
Or even less.
Or less. So now, like, okay, so akipayo 250, tatosha ama?
So, guys, honestly, I think this guy just woke up today and chose violence to start with. Because you know what? Kenyans are working so hard. Times are hard. Businesses are closing. People are being retrenched. So someone to save something extra and help, it was from a point of sacrifice and love. But then again, for me, it's the audacity in that video. And I'm not a medic. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but first of all, he wasn't sober when I don't think he was sober during that interview to start with. And I'm not saying that it was the alcohol that made him speak like that to begin with. And then again, this guy is a habitual drunkard. Let's start from there. If the people who were helping him, the closest people, the people handling the money, they would have started by taking him to rehab before bringing in all these things. Then the best thing they did is to support the habit, is to support the drunkardness. Because now he was able to have the money, fine, paid off the bills. And then probably this guy started picking sherehe very, very, very fast. So I don't feel any sympathy. And it is sad because I remember when the story was out, he was not the first celebrity who came out in the past few months seeking help because times are hard and they were not having any gigs and everything. And it is so sad because this is someone we grew up watching, you know, and people are attached to him. People learned to survive probably even in the streets by what he was teaching in the show that he was doing. But then again, this guy blew his life away. That's the reality. We might not know, and God forgive us if we're being judgmental, but he blew his life away. He had all the opportunity to grow and build a dynasty out of the talent that he has because he is a talented person. But now where he is, it's too bad, but it's a done case. And Kenyans are angry.
And I also believe that an apology should be as loud as the disrespect. So if it is kind of true that actually there are guys who never kept their promises, then he should call them out. What do you think?
Why?
Why use me to market you? Me, I'll ask you for marketing money. I go live on TV, embarrass myself and say, Kathomi Enterprise is going to give me X and X amount of money. And then you don't give me.
But I think so far the people who are in the front line have already come out. Literally, at the moment the story was out, they've come out and they're coming out with evidence. This is what we did. Because these are people who are, they are brands out here and they don't want to tarnish their names or being involved in scam and all that. So they've come out and they're showing numbers, they're giving figures. They were showing on their channels and on their social media when they were going to help or handing over the money and the food and everything. So I really don't think.
I honestly feel like in this particular case, he really shouldn't feel entitled regardless. Yes, people made pledges, but as people make a pledge, you also change your mind. You're not, it's not like a pledge is a contract that is binding us. A pledge is basically me just helping you. Exactly. See must. So therefore, because I took out that pledge or because I decided to pull out from that pledge doesn't entitle you to come at me asking me for my money. There is no contract we have. There was nothing that we signed that entitles you to talk like this in public. It's actually the way he speaks. Even you were planning on giving him money. Nah, you wouldn't give out. No. You would honestly retreat. But these are our thoughts. Let us know what your thoughts are on this particular story of Omosh. In case you haven't seen the video, please check it out. It's circulating everywhere on social media. The number is 0770 729 366. What else do we have going?
Moving on to Georgina Amali, who is Calligraph Jones' wife and a mother of two. She posted a really nice picture wearing a red nice dress. And she has a figure, a killer figure, I'm telling you, and she's very pretty. But Wakenya ni akina nani, they always have something negative to say about everything. Sasa mtu anasema, kuna kitu hunisumbua sana. Mbona hata sasa kuna mtu anaitwa Shailene Princess. Kuna kitu hunisumbua sana. Mbona Calligraph huvaa malabel kali, but wewe hadi dresses huwa za less than 1,000 na pia viatu zako zingine huwa cheap. Ama hivyo ndio umependa cause look ya Calligraph na yako ni kama usiku na mchana. Obviously she responded by saying, mbona inakusumbua na si wewe unavaa? Yani watu, why are you taking Panadol for someone else's headache? In Akote's voice. Why are you doing that? I mean, we should just let them be. You cannot actually tell a man's world by looking at the wife, because I have neighbors somewhere huko pali wanavaa kama mtu wa mjengo. And they're billionaires, you know? So you can't just go and say hey, your husband anavaa hivi and you, what are you doing? We have different personalities, and guess what? Men are different. We have men who allow you to wear what you want. They don't wanakaa hapo wanaanza
kuchagulia.
Kukuforce at to change your way of dressing, your mode of dressing na nini. Msichana ameachiliwa avae what she wants, And then, how much is designer shoes? From like 20 Gs. I mean, the husband gets over 400K just by standing somewhere for 10 minutes. It's not like he can't afford. Just let Georgina be. This is the way she wants to dress. If she wants to dress in designer clothes and shoes, she can afford it. They can afford it. So take a chill pill.
When it comes to this particular matter, I see two sides of it.
Right.
So first of all, there is the fact that yes, it can be a bit, it can throw you off when you see a man wearing an Armani suit and then the wife wearing some random River Road outfit. You know, it can throw you off extremely. But at the end of the day, it's really a choice. Like every single one of us, before we leave the house, we know exactly what we wore, we know why we wore it, and it made us feel a particular way. That is why we wore it, and that is the other side of that story. Regardless of what she wears, she doesn't take away from her man's talent. She doesn't take away from her being a mother. She doesn't take away from anything about herself and her man and their relationship. They clearly are in love. They love each other as they are. So I don't see the reason why someone else needs to start, worrying about what she's wearing. If you feel so bad about it, start an outfit line and give her to represent you. If it gets to that point, honestly, we can all just start makeup lines, fashion lines, and give her clothes. If that's it, if it's getting to that point, let's do that then. But at the end of the day, I feel like she looks really amazing in her outfit. She knows how to dress her body. That's the most important part. What I wear looks nice on me. If I know how to dress my body with my rollies or with my fine ass figure, my very nice figure, like the beautiful lady there, we need to just keep calm. Keep calm, let her shine, let her man shine, let them live their lives, okay?
Yeah.
But if you still want to give her clothes, give her. I'm sure she will give you her address. People.
First of all, who told this fan this dress is 1,000?
Exactly.
Exactly. To begin with. Because, and then again, have you ever realized that style is inborn?
It is.
You either have it or you
don't.
You can wear a very expensive brand and it looks like a gunia on
you.
your body. Right?
So
style is inborn. And there's someone who can actually go to thrift and buy stuff for as less as 10 shillings, but when they wear, it just
and accessorize
wows you. Yeah, so imagine, madam, just wear what you want. And actually, don't even waste your time trying to respond to such people. It's because that's total BS. Yeah, mwenye kwanza, first of all, we actually need to chunguza and go on our page and see
exactly how she's dressed.
No, because she wants to go down that road. We want to see who custom makes her clothes.
It's
for
the
her.
pettiness.
No,
for me.
seriously.
I'm telling you, probably photo iko na masufuria ziko nyuma.
Exactly. So that's just BS.
And people think that if you buy a dress worth, say, 7,000 shillings, now at your rich, you can afford the rich stuff. It depends on where you're buying it from. If you're buying it in town, they pay a lot of rent. So you're going to pay for their rent. If you buy it uko Kawasukari, uko ndani mtaani, utanunua less. And not because that it's of a lesser quality, but it's because they're paying less rent. So please, don't think you're so rich. You're not.
And don't forget, we have brands who are still saying that they no longer want to see artists, especially hip-hop artists, wearing their brands. Why? Because they're diminishing the brand according to them. So even as you're out here saying, I would rather wear Gucci, I would rather wear Chanel. That's your matter. It's your matter. Chanel does not want any association with you. Hilfiger was a very particular brand. I can actually mention that one. Hilfiger came out and said that they do not want to see artists of the African-American origin wearing their clothes because they kind of diminish the brand. They're kind of making it look less than. But don't at me. Go and check for that information somewhere on the internet. That's your problem. Speaking about people slamming people for coming at them, we've got Wisdom, who has decided that no. You will not come and say something at me and you expect for me to keep it quiet. People are out here with it's the comebacks and the clapbacks for me. So according to Wisdom, story is a particular artist by the name _.alcon came at him saying, ulikata kuni help ukiwa bado EMB, sahi uko wapi? NKT, tumegrow pamoja Madhare, unajifanya umesahau watu. And then Wisdom responded by saying, Buddha, mi niliwacha kuimba na pia niliacha kusupport Bloody
That one.
bloody upcoming artists wenye hawajui the best way to seek support, pambana ujisaidie. And as immediately he said pambana ujisaidie, I just went yes, wisdom. That's exactly what people need to start doing. Look, no one understands your struggle more than you, my friend.
Yeah.
No one knows your story more than you. And if you decide that your story is going to be this one for Naomba. Join the many people on the streets who are doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
If you want people to take advantage of you the same way, it is the same story. The truth of the matter is everyone is struggling, but there are a few people who make it to the top. So go and find out the stories of the ones who've made it to the top and copy paste if you must. But if you have to get to the top, you will get there by any means necessary. This story of feeling entitled, I don't understand why people feel simply because you went to the same school. You are my desk mate. You borrowed my rubber or my pencil. Now I am entitled to giving you half of my finance. What is that? Who said? Under what accordance of law? I don't understand how people can be so petty and take you down with them. It doesn't even matter whether we came from the same womb at the same time.
Right.
The decisions that I make with my finances and my resources are entirely my own. If I choose to help people, that is what I want to do. If I choose not to help people, it is the exact same story. But that entitlement of like, oh, tulikuwa na wewe, oh, unakumbuka. No. Let's stop doing that. It's tired. Let's keep it out of this conversation.
For me, I'll say this. There's life after being fired. There's life after resignation. So it doesn't mean that if someone resigns from their work, at sasa life imemchapa ameishiwa. Like, that kind of thinking, surely, Kenyans, we can do better. Or this fan, you can do better. Come on. Nani aliacha job, na alisema, nimeacha job, I want to do other things, nini. So can you let him do other things and stop judging? And just because he did not help you, now you feel entitled. That needs to stop. Upcoming artists, the legendary artists will tell you that their time, they used to like walk wanaenda na CD hivi. Kwa radio station, please nicheze, please. See, it's guaranteed that it's going to be played. So you can't compare then and now, and the way things are easier right now. Why don't you just go to YouTube, promote posts, fanya nini, work hard, and then you just...
We've seen the videos and the pictures of Calligraph Jones akibeba tu CD
Exactly.
outside of Supreme Court. So who are you?
Exactly.
Whomst are you that you cannot work hard?
Spoon-fed
Wait.
So-
by the way,
so-
letter hizo.
There's a notion that our generation or people younger than us have a tendency of they want everything microwave.
Which is true.
It is the same thing that someone will see you. I recently opened a new business and then someone will actually tell you, ulianza na capital, how much ata mimi nianze? First of all, you don't know for how long it took me to get that franchise. You want me to just hand it over to
Everything.
you. You don't want to
Everything.
go through the process. You don't want to work hard. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with uplifting people. I don't disagree with that. But there's a difference between uplifting someone and someone just sitting like this and says,
Yeah.
I'd like to be like Lily. I want to be Lily. But you don't understand that Lily went through a process. Went through the same way before it becomes gold and shiny and all that. It goes through the painful process of going through the furnace and all that.
Yeah.
People don't want to go through that. And then if you don't agree with them, then they hate you. That's just their problem. And I like how Wisdom responded. Clearly he has wisdom.
Clearly.
Response
Clearly.
was legit,
That
and
answer.
that's really nice.
Thank you. And we
Yes.
couldn't even have said it any way best. She really just took the words out of our mouths.
Yes.
And if you agree with her, do not forget the number is still 0770-729-366. The hashtag is On The Know Friday. But right about now, we're about to do
Hey.
something. Change it up a notch.
Right now, we want to make someone happily married or happily single. It's time for Ask the Girl.
We're on time.
Welcome. You're still watching Let's Talk. We have an interesting question today. Someone says, I have a problem. I have a boyfriend, but he's always sick. And I truly love him, but I think he might not recover, and I need to settle. So this is someone who wants to settle, but is not ready for better, for worse. Like, what are you looking for? You just need to date. Dating is where you can just say, umenikosea leo, I'm out. But marriage, you want to settle, and someone is sick right now, you cannot even take care of him. So what happens when you get married and have children, and then you're unwell today, tomorrow is your husband, the following day is your child? What are you going to do? Are you just going to leave them there and walk? I feel like this chick is... She just wanted to send something so that we read it on air. It's
No,
not a
it might
problem.
be.
Nah, she's not having a problem. How can you now say, okay, this person is sick, I can't get married to him? Kwani, what type of sickness is that? Is it making things...
You never know.
Please help us.
The one that concerns settling. Anyway, so let's say, Lily, let's just say, for example, this is a real situation out there. First of all, lady, women don't decide when we want to settle. It's the only choice that a man does. When a man meets you, the first date, or as they say, the first 10 minutes of having a conversation with you, I can tell if it will be my wife, or you're going to be a friend with benefit, or you're going to be just...
True. That's why they propose. That's why
someone
they
that
propose.
that's how they choose. But then again, if this guy is sick, let's normalize. It sounds so bad, but then let's normalize women. Let's normalize making a choice. Let's not settle. Let's also choose, because you know what? This is someone that we want to settle down with. This is someone that we want to build a family with. A family requires good health, and it's sad that sometimes your partner or someone or you can become sick. But I'm just saying, if it is something that cannot be resolved, and if it is something that you know you're going to start off and then God forbid something happens, or it's going to make you that person is going to be dependent after a certain time, probably for the rest of their life. If you have the capacity, if you have the money, if you have the patience, and if you have the grace, then go ahead and stay with this person. But if you know that, already the fact that you're asking this question, that means that you have the doubt behind your head.
at the back
The
of
fact
your
that you're
mind.
asking the question, it means that you have doubt behind your mind. And still, because it's still your boyfriend, don't also feel pity, because that is going to be pity love, and you're going to keep telling yourself every day that I'm with this person because this person is unwell. So at that point, I think you can leave. It might be so bad, but the fact that you want a family requires a lot.
It really is.
Requires a lot of work and everything. So,
But it's not given that your future husband will never fall sick.
it's not. But you know what? But you'd rather get into it, and then it happens when you're into it, other than starting with it. Just thinking.
Okay, I honestly feel like in this particular case, this love that you're describing isn't unconditional love.
Yeah.
It is not a love that is sustainable. It is not a love that you're supposed to get into this marriage with. And it doesn't. I don't even know who's making the decisions about settling, because if this man is sick, does he also want to get married? I feel like there's a conversation there that has not been had. That conversation of, okay, so what are we doing now? You know, like, what is the plan for our future? You're just making assumptions based on all the information that you have then concocted, or you have at that point in time. These are assumptions, they are not facts. So question number one, have you had the conversation about settling down? Has he asked you, and now you're in a position where you're not comfortable with it, or you're thinking about it? That's where you need to start. Then number two, it really doesn't feel like, as I've said, it really doesn't feel like you love this person unconditionally. And trust me, if sickness is a problem, there are so many more to come. In a marriage, it is what it is called a journey of life. As in, you are holding each other's hand for the rest of your life until both of us are dead or one of us is dead. So, honey child, you don't sound like you're ready, or at least you're not ready to do it with this particular guy. So think about it. Think about it very difficultly. Yani, jite kamukonji, kamukutano like this. Talk to all the monkeys in your head. Reverse every situation. And then the answer that you come out with at the end of that conversation, that is the true depiction of how you feel. But at this point in time, honey, you're not ready for any of it.
And you know what? Just to add, you know the personality of this guy. If you can have that conversation with him, if he's also not pitying you and all that, could be like, you know what, babe, I really want to settle down, and I know with this condition, then it won't work for us. Even him, it will be so unfair. If he's a good person, he'll tell you it's unfair for me to keep you here. Then we settle, and then something happens in the middle of all this. So just have those
The
conversations.
conversation is very important, because it will help you a lot. I feel like right now you're working from, again, an assumption point of view, which doesn't help anyone to begin with. Okay, so honey child, I hope we've helped you. In case we haven't, or in case you have a very different opinion or view about this particular matter, the number is 0770 729 366. The hashtag is Ebru Let's Talk. We are everywhere on Facebook. It is Ebru TV KE. Everywhere else, it's Ebru TV Kenya. And you can also DM us on our Instagram account, which is Ebru Let's Talk _official. So let's go on a little break, think about what we're talking about, and then when we come back, we are talking about a very particular matter. rejection, and particularly romantic rejection. Ushaikataliwa, how did you take it? Let us know.
We're on top. Hey. We're on top. Hey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. This is still Ebru Let's Talk, and we are always talking about something, and we're going to be talking about something very particular today, which is romantic rejection. We need to get to a point where we normalize a few things, okay? But in the meantime, I see your messages coming through on the number, which we keep saying is 0770 729 366. I see someone by the name of Neselian. Anasema Neserian. No, it's L. It's an L. Neselian. Anasema Gadomami. Gadomima. All-time favorite. Hi, ladies. Always loving the show. I see you all. I see my role models. I see you all as my role models. You inspire me and all the youth at large. Thank you so much. We love you as well. I see someone else. This is Hilda from Tindigo saying, hi, beautiful ladies. You are glowing as usual. I am enjoying the show. She continues to say that I think Omosh needs attention. Now, no more money for him. He is a spendthrift. I see someone else saying, hi guys, love you so much. I love the guest. You are loved. They continue to say, I met her earlier in this week and I was very humbled. And she is very humble in person and very nice, which is absolutely true. She is the nicest person ever. Beatrice Njogo, we see you saying, hi girls, enjoying the show, loving the guest host. Lily's makeup point. And Kathomi's, of course, my favorite. Nisalimie Leo. Beatrice Njogu, how are you? What's someone else saying?
Hi, beautiful girls. I really don't know which rehab I will go to because I'm addicted to this show. I'm Doreen. Please say my name, Nilale Naviatu Leo. Doreen, we love you for watching. Thank you for sending in your comments. Mwah. Maggie, anasema, you guys look amazing. Hi, ladies. I agree that Omosh should man up now. Once is okay, but twice raises eyebrows. We have someone else saying, hello, my beautiful ladies. Oh, it's Balozi.
Hey, Balozi.
Getting you loud and clear. Kalomi, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. What's someone else saying? I see someone saying, show is fine.
The show is fine. Been a minute since I watched. Hope you're all fine. Head misses you bad. You guys have been missing. Glad to see Nashipai there. Salimia Kathomi and Lily. I love you, Sana. It's Mio watching from Vegas. Thank you. Hello, I'm Bita Anthony. Omosh should just go and hustle like any other Kenyan. We agree out there instead of pleading for help from time to time. He's a man. Hey, I'm really enjoying this show. Hello on Calligraph. Wife dress code. She ain't foolish. Huyo mdem ako wise. Most likely she's using the money people expect her to be spending on clothes in some investments. It could be right. And that's the difference between the rich and other people. Wow. Wa kawaida. As the rich invest, those such as fan in question are busy wasting money and on expensive clothes. Nguo ni nguo provided uko smart. Petty is like food for some Kenyans. Wanahitaji mafunzo ya mentality. Wow.
Keep the messages coming.
Hi guys, Ayuma, Anoliza Ayuma.
She'll be back.
Yes, she had a quick family function that she needed to attend to, so don't you worry, she will be back next week. But I feel like it's important for us to get into the topics today. Keep the messages coming. But we see Njeri, Stanley from Nakuru, we see you. Eric, we see you. Jabo, we see you as well. And I see Emmy as well. So keep the messages coming. Let us know what your thoughts are on every single one of these conversations. But now, let's talk about rejection, right? It is time for On the Know Friday.
We're on top. Hey.
Now, romantic rejection. You know, when someone just takes a knife, thumps it right into your heart, pulls it out, and then looks at you as they're laughing. That's really how it feels when you've been rejected romantically. And according to a definition that I read somewhere, romantic rejection romantic rejection is a painful reaction to an often brave action. It can take courage to reach out and approach someone in an effort to begin a relationship. When the person is met with rejection, it brings up not only frustration, but thwarted in pursuit for many. Or you feel thwarted in pursuit, like you know, dwarfism, you kind of feel like it's been diminished. You don't want to pursue other people. And then they continue to say it brings up a sense of shame as well for some people. So romantic rejection, as we've said, is it. Honestly, I don't even know what to tell you. It feels very painful. And I know, Nash, you have a story for us. So tell us your romantic rejection. What happened?
Who hasn't been?
Really no one.
Who hasn't? Especially in Nairobi. If you're dating in these streets, I mean, and haven't you? Haven't you? So guys, here's the thing. I think there are two. To some extent, I agree on things to do with romantic rejection. Yeah. And let me start with that. And this is the reason why. As ladies especially, a man will approach you. You tell this person that you're not interested. Aupendi ring yake. You know, like it's not working. And you communicate in all ways possible. You text in capital letters. You write.
So, according to Nash, she's clearly telling us that it is important for you to understand that rejection, regardless of your height, regardless of your weight, regardless of what is in between here, it happens to all of us. Yeah. And Lily, what is it that you wanted to continue to tell us?
No, I just wanted to say, if you're not compatible with someone, why waste 3 years? I mean, if you just meet someone and then 3 weeks down the line, you like know that you're not compatible, just like reject them. There are ways you can reject someone nicely. The way you apply for work and then they tell you, we regret. we regret. They on a cool heart yako kwanza, and then now they give you the regret, which is a nice thing. And on the other hand, when you reject someone nicely, you're supposed to give them an option. For example, you want Lily to give you some work. And clearly, I'm not taking people in at the moment. So the best thing to do is to tell you, kindly, there are other brands, kindly go and check them out and ask them if they are taking people.
So but you're running away from rejection, romantic rejection. Wachana na ya kazi. Nash, please. Wachana na Lily trying to sugarcoat things here, make it look like, oh, rejection. Tell us.
So in this case, this is where rejection can be applied.
Yes.
And it can work. So you've told this person in their mother tongue, in all ways possible, that you know what, this one is not going to work. Because it happens, you know, like it's not going to, I don't even see, I just seeing myself in the next 5 years in this relationship, I don't see anything. So at times you just have to reject someone and just ghost them and block them and all that. But then again, I think rejection hurts differently, depending on how far you had gone into investing yourself emotionally to this person. And it is so sad that there are people out there who use it so badly. They're people just damaged, you know, they're dealing with their stuff, they have so much baggage going on in their lives and all that, and they come in and love you to the moon and back, and you know they show you this is it, and you know you pull down all the walls and open up your heart to love this person, and then boom, you guys were hanging out, you did the nini everything, mulienda vasha pamoja, alafu mmerudi Monday hashiki simu yako, unapiga mpaka unaomba jirani simu yake upige ndio uone kama ni pengine namba ini to an extent hata utajipeleka kumtafuta kwake, alafu ukifika kwa gate unaambiwa hiyo huyo mtu asiingia kwa na picha yako, ochia kwa na picha yako, huyo mtu asiingie. These things happen out here, but I think when you get intimate with person, especially physical intimacy, that's when now rejection hurts. The way you're saying, it's like someone has stabbed you in the heart, and then they're holding the knife and looking at you.
Absolutely. So clearly Nash has experienced the rejection. Lily's over there saying, oh, it's okay, don't be too sad being rejected. But in all honesty, I feel like in this day and age, it's coming off as if people don't know how to accept rejection. So you've come to this person and you're by there, you love them and you're for real, you went to Vasha as she has said, and you're for real, you put out, you know, and everything went down, and it went down a good one until you've come back and now suddenly things have changed. So I feel like it's important for us to get to a point where, first of all, we understand what are some of the signs of rejection. You've mentioned one, being ghosted. That one is a major one. Ghosting, if you don't know what that means, it just literally means, you know, you can't see a ghost. A ghost is gone. It's see-through. It can see you. You cannot see the ghost. That's how it works. And that's exactly how it is when it comes to being ghosted. You text this person, the messages, you just see blue ticks. You you call them, it rings and rings and rings until Safaricom is actually calling you and telling
Are
you,
you
bruh, are
okay?
you okay? You know, like you try every avenue. You go to their gate, their Wache, who you used to be friends. You know, Makai, he used to go tell you, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up? You're back. You're here. Okay, yeah. This time he's asking you, who are you? Do we
Machos.
know you? I'm sorry, that number, that house number is unavailable, or at least they moved out or something. Like you are literally being completely wiped out of his existence, and you have to figure that out on your own. And that one is usually the most painful one. There's another one where you make plans to see them, and they're actually very, very willing and okay. They're responding, yeah, let's meet at 1, let's do we're doing this, but by the time you get there, you go sit down, hey, you've asked for chai, you've asked for water, you've asked for porridge. This person isn't coming.
You've arranged the seats
You've
in
arranged the seats. You've now started even asking, can I help with service? As in, this person is surely they're not coming at all. And that is also a form of rejection. It just is, this person really probably wanted to see you, but they really aren't that invested, or they're trying to prevent something. So that is all, these are all signs of rejection. There's some that I haven't mentioned that you would like to mention?
Except someone being straight up with you and telling you, by the way, I don't want you. What other signs do you want to look out for? Amekuambia, let's start telling people instead of just dragging them along with our problems and everything else. Or now wanting to like reject someone by having an affair. Hadharani. You understand? Like ile madharau. Yeah, so when madharau checks in, kindly check out because it's not worth it. Yeah.
Any others?
So I don't think that any other a sign is a sign. If this
Yeah, if things are not just normal.
you know, let's not be out here forcing issues, to be honest. Like, you know what, rejection is, it's hurtful. But, well, can we just go to the point of how to deal with it? Because I might make use of...
Now she's about to say some things here that are going to make her regret it. Anyway, so how do you handle rejection? There's a very, very simple principle that is involved. First of all, don't take it personally. Really never take it personally. This person sat down with themselves, they thought about the decision, they thought about it so much so that they decided, okay, I'm going to be brave enough and approach Lily and tell her, but then Lily, I know you want us to be friends, but I'm like, in this particular case, it is a man versus Lily, not Kathomi. Stop imagining Kathomi asking Lily to say no. No, that's not the situation. So in most cases, they will, you never should take it personally, because obviously there could be a lot of things that many underlying issues, you know? This person could have just discovered that, oh my goodness, I actually have not gotten over my ex, and there's no point of me now bringing you into this mess, and then now you're just a rebound chick or a rebound guy, and I'm trying to sort this out.
Why don't you tell me? I'm just like,
but the point is, don't take it
be grown up
personally.
enough to actually tell someone, you know what, we're having fun.
Right?
This is for fun. Because, you know, the problem, especially, sorry to cut you short, when a woman sees a man, our mind, we think about stuff. We think about the wedding. We even think about our grandchildren. You know, we go overboard with our thinking. So why don't, gentlemen out there, why don't you make it easy for us and just tell us?
Face to face.
Can we just know from the beginning, you know what, we're here for fun. So I'll be looking for you once a month. Can we do that?
Yeah, that's actually a very awesome point when it comes to that. Because technically speaking, the only problem that I see with that is, okay, so I tell you that I'm not really interested in having a relationship with you, but I want to, like, you know, hit it and quit it every so often. I want to bounce chicka wow every so often. And then I'm supposed to then understand that. But the problem is, in some cases, some women and men interpret it as, okay, now, but why is he calling me all the time? But why is he texting me? Oh, he said he just wanted to do it once or twice, but why is he always checking up on me? Why is he now sending me money for this and this? Why is he, you know, it's like you try and find things and grasp at straws.
Rejection breeds obsession.
True.
So at that point, when you start asking, why is he calling me? Why is he sending me flowers? Why is he doing this? It's because you rejected him. And now he thinks as if he is the problem or she is the problem. She's like, hey, I'm going to try and prove it to her that I'm the one. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then they become obsessed. And when someone is too obsessed with you, it's no longer romantic. It's just like, you kind of think like, what's wrong with them? Are they crazy or something? So I feel like once you feel like now you're getting obsessed with someone, the best thing is just to avoid them. Yeah. Just either block them or just do something. You know this thing, you know yourself. Yeah. So just do something that will be of help to you. And sometimes you meet someone and they just don't resonate with what you want in life. So
Or they
you
get
just have to reject
intimidated.
them.
Or they
Yeah.
get intimidated.
So you just have to reject them. So if you're rejected and someone told you that, by the way, I don't see kama you're a good mother and or you're going to be a good wife, so I just have to end this. Usijichape, it's no longer your problem. It is their problem. At least learn something from it. That is what I tell most people. Learn something from the rejection. If someone rejects you because you're not smart, what do you do about it? They'll tell you, but you're not smart, so sorry. What do you do about that? You go and cry, kwa corner. No, that's not going to help.
Pick a
so
book.
you just like, yes, pick a book. Do something.
You
Elevate
learn
yourself.
from it.
Yes, learn from it and move on. Tuwache kulialia na kukaa kwa kona. Ask for help if you need to ask for help and deal with these things.
You know the thing with people who reject people, the people who ghost, the kings and queens of ghosting, they keep coming back.
They do.
They keep coming back. So someone comes in, gives you a high of love, you fall for it and all that, then they disappear. Then 3 months down the line, they come back. Then they disappear. They do, and that's what I was telling you, like, can we just be grown up enough to have these conversations from the beginning?
Oh, yeah, that
Tell
makes
me
a
we
very-
are here for fun.
Yes.
So you know what, I won't set my expectations so high. I won't
high.
expect you to be calling me every other time and all that. Yeah.
But not everyone is mature. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. I feel like this our no offense, but in Kenya, it's very difficult for you to find such grown-up people when it comes to especially romantic relationships versus sexual relationships. It is such a difficult conversation because, first of all, people aren't trained to know that you don't have to commit to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, you in your head, if someone came and said, hi girl, how you doing? In your head, you've looked at a relationship full on. That's the day. You're only seeing grandchildren and growing old together and what, all of that. That's the problem that we have. We need to start getting to a point where we normalize the fact that, you know, not every relationship is meant to be a full-on boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Not every relationship is meant to be a marriage. Some relationships are just there to teach you one thing. You know, it could be that one person who told you you're not smart that ended up making you Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? So let's learn to understand that not every relationship has to be lengthy. Now, what are the best ways? And that is important. Keeping busy and keep it moving. You know, don't focus too much on this person. It's okay. They rejected you. It is painful. You can cry for a day or two, but don't keep crying. Let's move on. But the best way to reject someone, for all of you who are now trying to be the rejectors, there are a few ways which you can reject someone in a very sociable and gentle lady type way. So first of all, prepare yourself. Your words and reactions will become the thing that make that breakup or that rejection painful or that rejection fathomable, you know. So like as you're going, don't just wake up and go like, me, I don't like this chick anymore. I'm just going to tell her, but then I don't like you. Because obviously, as women, we know, if you tell me you don't like me, why? What did I do? What can I do? So you need to have known the reasons why you're rejecting me, lay them out if possible, and because you know me as a person, try and make it something that I can synthesize in my head. Don't come telling me, you're not anything, I don't like you, you're not smart, and I am not a person who has very good self-esteem.
For example, if you come and tell
me,
me I'm so tall, I'm like 6 foot tall, and then you tell me you're tall, so I rejected you.
How
What do
am
you
I
want me to
supposed
do?
to
Do you want me to go
Yeah,
chop my
exactly.
legs?
It's impossible. Another one is do it face to face if possible. I hate this one. I never like it when people are breaking up with me face to face. Tell me on a message. I don't like it. But it seems across the table, you guys agree with the fact that you're supposed to break up face to face?
Yes.
Yes.
And
And
so
why?
that you just
Yes.
discuss everything
Yeah.
and just stick with the I statement. Go like, I am the problem. I don't think I am ready to settle down now. Don't make it about the other person or feel bad and then they have low self-esteem. Just say, I think I am the problem. I cannot handle ABC about you. I.
The producer is asking, what if you have videos on YouTube together? What do you do?
So, face to face breaking up. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
First of all, because my face won't hide. I have that resting face.
Oh, okay.
So, first of all, even in the meetup, you'll just know this one
she don't
is,
care.
yeah,
She's gone.
I am up to ghosting. I don't like face to face.
Stop ghosting. That's the problem. And then someone else, another point you need to do is, she said, stick to the eyes.
Yes.
Another one is realize and accept that it's not normal to have feelings of anxiety before you tell someone. You know, when you're just about to tell someone and then you start panicking, you're like, Ama, I'm going to hurt them. Ama, you're going to hurt them either way. So you better just accept the fact that you're going to hurt them and move on with that fact, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too, because for me, please don't apologize before I tell you something very important, because it would jeopardize everything that I was planning to tell you. But it's very important to do that. And also, just don't like postpone it. Because when you postpone it, you'll be like me. Utaanza kuona, okay, maybe nimurumie, or maybe they do something romantic or something good, and then you start now rethinking and reevaluating your decision, which is not really a good thing. Once you've decided that you're going to leave someone, just do it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. But I think the best thing is don't give false hope.
Yeah.
Like, it's not fair. And, you know, it tells a lot about you. That means even your self-esteem and everything, you have a problem. Don't do that. So if you're, just communicate and tell someone, you know what, this is not working. Yeah, because, you know, dating, we've changed the thing with dating, and you mentioned something earlier on that just because every person that you date doesn't mean that this is the person you're going to settle down with. So let's go back to how dating is supposed to be. It's getting to know someone. You can date as many people, go on all those dates, but the problem is we do everything with one person we are dating as if you are married to them, and that's where we bring in the problem and rejection and the emotions, and it just becomes hectic.
Absolutely. I completely agree with what Nash has said, and I feel like it's been such an informative show. In case you haven't learned anything, honestly, there's nothing more we can help you with. My friend, you are lost, but I'm joking anyway. I feel like it's been such an informative session. I've learned a lot from you guys, and we hope to God that you, as the viewer, has also understood something. You've learned something, especially from Nash. She had so many mad points, and Lily over there backing her up with points. It's been an awesome, awesome show. Thank you for being with us from 6 till 7. We are going to tell you what our handles are really quickly and say goodbye. My name is Katomi Katomi. Catch me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere.
Hey, watu wangu, Kenyans wangu, naitwa Lily Asigo. It's been amazing hosting you guys. Thank you so much for always choosing Ebru TV and Let's Talk. But remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ebru Kenya, Ebru TV Kenya. Thank you.
My name is Nashipae Enesamo in all my social media platforms.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey. Bypass.